People are real quick to tell you you need to trust yourself. They are not as quick about telling you how to do that. And that you shouldn't only do it when you know you're right. Let that simmer a little bit. I got my little binder today. My goodness. In my opinion, you cannot trust yourself if you only trust yourself when you know you're right. You have to be able to trust yourself even if you may be wrong. You have to learn to trust yourself even if you are wrong. Forgive me if this is common knowledge, but this is something I'm learning, so I know someone out there might need to hear it too. I would think being wrong was a reason not to trust myself to do anything. Like the possibility that I was wrong, it just felt like enough reason for me to not trust myself and not allow myself to lead in accomplishing things. Which, it isn't strange because, you would think, like, if you're trusting yourself and you're expecting yourself to be right, you want it to happen the way it should. So why trust myself if I'm not going to get it right? But truthfully, when you're wrong about something, chances are you don't know that you're going to be wrong about it. So then that means now you have to question yourself every step along the way. If you're as reflective as me, you're quite often questioning yourself throughout the whole process. And sometimes that's good because you want to be able to see things from multiple perspectives. You want to be able to have different viewpoints and see where your viewpoints may need to shift, essentially, to accomplish what you need accomplished. Or maybe you might just see things in a different way. Like, there are ways that new ideals and new viewpoints can help you, but not when you're questioning yourself at every given point in time, so much so that you cannot fully believe in what your actual thought is, what your actual opinion is, what your actual viewpoint is. So in trying to be self-aware and ready to be wrong, I was constantly questioning myself and I could not trust myself. Not until I was sure I was right. The crazy thing about this was I still started finding ways to undercut the ways I thought I was right. If I did get confidence in my viewpoint, then I would find other reasons to question it. I would feel uncomfortable with my security and my ideas. I would think of it as arrogance. I would think of it as hubris, as something just wrong, as ego. It's something that I shouldn't do. Be secure in my own thoughts. Because I was constantly working on finding reasons so I could still be wrong, I was literally slowly, one by one, just eliminating the possibility of me being right. And therefore eliminating the trust I had within myself. I could never truly be right if I was trying to be ready for growth. If I wanted to make as much room as possible for the most and best growth, I could never truly be right. To the point where being right wasn't even an option anymore for me. It wasn't even an option. So I wasn't even allowed the confidence to make any decisions. In my eyes, I could not allow myself to make any decisions. It's still good to be open to being wrong again. But being wrong shouldn't be able to alter your confidence. Confidence is at its most powerful when it cannot be altered. Even if there is a shift in ideas, you should never lose confidence in yourself and your ability to make decisions. Wow, the sun came out, didn't it? Confidence is not arrogance. I feel like women especially have been led to believe that it is. Confidence is not arrogance. So then why trust yourself if you're wrong? And how? Because even when you're wrong, you're learning to listen to who you are. You're learning to understand how your brain is working. Things that are wrong for a certain reason, and this isn't about like harming anyone. This doesn't apply to causing harm in the world. But when you're wrong about something, it just shows that there are different circumstances there. There are different circumstances that you're coming from, and maybe that you're dealing with that other people didn't have to take into account because they're not seeing things that way. And being wrong is a human thing. Like, no one's gonna be right 100% of the time, despite what some people might want you to believe. But even in those cases, like, even if they're wrong, they see it as right, because it was necessary that they had that viewpoint in the situation that they were in to get to where they ended up getting to. Oh my gosh. It was a necessary step in their journey to be wrong in that way. You can find real reasons to adjust your views based on other viewpoints. Wrongness is nothing to be afraid of, and I think that's what it feels like is most prominent, especially when you're in control of the wrongness. When you have responsibility over the wrongness, it feels detrimental, it feels big, it feels like something you shouldn't have to deal with. It feels like you should give it to anybody else who's more capable. But that's the thing. Wrongness can give us the foundation to build up our actual ideas, to build up our actual confidence, so that we can be who we need to be, so that we can share in viewpoints with others and have these conversations and allow ourselves to be wrong and allow ourselves to change and grow. So yeah, trust yourself, even if you might be wrong. Trust yourself, because being wrong will teach you what you need to know to continue trusting yourself. It's not a reason to stop. This is a rather short video. I'm gonna have to write down what I want to say more. Wow, this is real scholarly. Thank you so much for watching. Share with your loved ones and share your thoughts with me. I can't believe I got through this that fast. See you guys next time. Bye.